Why am I standing for council? One of the main reasons is being a local lad, looking after my local area. I think the community has been let down over the last 4 to 8 years by my current councillor, and something needs to be done, not just for us now, but just for our children and obviously our grandchildren moving forward. The city and the town has been neglected, as we well know, and unless something's done now about it, there's going to be no future for anybody. A bit about my family is we've been brought up and raised in the city of Stoke-on-Trent for as long as I can remember, and from working in the pot banks and to the collieries and things like manufacturing, and the skill set has just started slowly disappearing. So the other part of just not the community is where people can play and enjoy themselves at the weekends, which has also rapidly disappeared through the parks regeneration, is where the jobs coming from. Where are our children going to be working? Is it going to be a case of they've got to move out the area to find that skill set, to find their job of their dreams? So unless we start bringing things back into the city and want people to invest in the city, there's going to be nothing left. I do a lot of charity work in the area, not just in the area but nationally as well. I deal with March of the Mods, which is every March. I deal with the Teenage Cancer Trust. Since I've started, over the last 3 years, we've raised just over £500,000 for local teenage cancer, which is a big thing in anybody's heart. Somebody's been touched by cancer in one way or another, and I think it's something that needs to be really looked into and expanded. When we started the charity event only 3 years ago, there was 2 or 3 events in the country. There's now over 40, so it's expanding year on year on year. And next year I'm running 2, not only the Stoke one in March, but also Blackpool as well. So a full weekend, hopefully to raise even more money. So yeah, it's a big thing, close your heart. As well as the other month, 160-mile walk around the Midlands, raising money for homeless military staff with physical and mental disabilities. So hopefully we can help money to really home them. I'd love to bring everything that I know and love of Stoke back into the community. That's another thing that's gone down. Obviously, houses have been built, removed, knocked down, and some of the community spaces sort of gone that it used to be many years ago. So being able to help with local community projects and open days would be great to bring the community back together, which doesn't happen that often and should. In the previous years, like family before me, my parents, nans, granddads, I've always voted Labour, and I never understood why as a young child. But growing up, I was thinking, well, it's a working class area and I can understand the word Labour, but nothing's ever been done. So I never understood why they continued to vote that way, like myself when I first was allowed to vote. And things never changed. It seemed to get worse, and the working community seemed to be neglected. And even to this day, it still seems the same. But it's nice to see the Conservative and Council changing things in the area. That's one of the main reasons I decided if I was going to run for the local council, it was Conservative was going to be the one for me. My views and thoughts of the Stoke Town Centre over the years originally, with the original market there, people used to flood to Stoke, as it's always been a big joke of, or a talking point of the city of Stoke-on-Trent. People go to Stoke thinking that's the city centre, and as a forefront of our city name, I think more should be done to improve the area to attract more people into the smaller towns. The market itself, I think, needs a bit more work doing to it, and it'd be great to see that thriving as it was many years ago. But the community is coming back. The great things that have been done. The local colleges, universities have expanded. The student element has grown, and it's one of these things that people do talk about the town. What a fantastic town it is. Good news travels fast, and the more and more people are coming to live here, the more and more people talk about the city. It needs to be cleaned up. I hope we all know that. The market needs to be improved, but it's getting there, and this is the good thing. The spirit is getting a lot better. More and more people socialise now in Stoke Town Centre, than they do in Hamley Town Centre, and it's nice to see people coming and visiting.